Howdy, hey, how is everybody doing? And welcome back to Disney Daily. So today I am going to be reviewing the newest Pixar film, Elemental. But before I get into that, I just want to give everyone a little bit of a heads up. So I have run into this problem of making videos the way that I used to. And what I mean by that is the old technology that I used to use, the way that I would get clips, I'm not able to do that anymore. So it's kind of been a little hard for me because I've tried to jump back into my videos, but the way that I used to do it, not able to do that anymore. So I just want you all to know all those videos that you love where, I put clips together and all you hear is my voice. You don't see me, coming on screen. Those will return. I just need to work out these problems and those will be up and running soon, I hope. But anyways, the reason you're all here, let's get into my review on the movie Elemental. So I'm gonna come out of the gates and just say that I absolutely loved this film. I think Elemental has just made its way into my top 5 Pixar films. And that's saying a lot because those 5 have been there for a really long time, but Elemental has made its way into the top 5 list for me personally. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. I knew I was gonna love it before I even watched it, but you know me, I always try to go in with an open mind, and I also I don't always go, oh wow, everything about that movie was amazing. There definitely were things that I would do differently. However, I loved it. At the end of the day, my final note is that I loved it, and I highly recommend that you go and see it with a family member, a friend, anybody special in your life. I highly recommend that you go and watch it with somebody. I did go and watch it solo, and I wish that I had brought somebody with me. But it's such a fun watch. It's truly amazing. And so I'm going to jump into the reasons why I really loved it. And then I'll also bring up some of the things that I think it could have done better on. Okay, so what did I really like about this film? Well, the first thing is the animation. Are we shocked by that? No, because I feel like I always say that, but really, truly, the animation. The ability to completely construct this world of elements is just mind-blowing. It was beautifully done, the attention to detail, just every little bit and piece of this elemental city was just it was just chef's kiss. It was just so good. I think also being able to bring these characters to life was also a huge challenge. I was watching an interview and one of the individuals who worked on the film said, yeah, like the technical aspect of this film was really, really difficult because, we're working with essentially a live flame on camera, like an animated live flame. And to keep that animated flame look like it's on all the time, if you will, for lack of better words, was difficult. And I could totally see that, but they did such an amazing job with the character Ember and with the character Wade. It was just, the animation was just, it's always my favorite part. But honestly, this is why I talk about these films. It's because of my love of animation and my love for those that create stories like this, like how they are able to make these worlds and bring these characters to life and make them look the way that they do. This is all what it's about for me. This is what makes me love it so much. The second thing that I really liked about this film was the casting. It was phenomenal. I mean, they always do a really good job. Pixar films, I mean, come on. They always do a great job at casting. I always feel like the voice matches the character and the character matches the voice, and this was no different. I really, really loved the characters Ember and Wade. They made me relate to them, and that's really hard, right? Because you think about a live action film with, a normal person, somebody who looks like you. It's easy to get drawn in and feel the emotions that they're feeling, right? It is a lot harder to draw people in and make you feel emotions when you're looking at an animated character. So the fact that these characters were able to draw me in, make me feel these emotions, it just speaks to, yes, the animation, how amazing the animation is, but it also speaks to how incredible the voice acting is. So 2 thumbs way up for the casting. It was incredible. Wouldn't change a thing. Something else I really liked, I'm going to touch on it very briefly, is the music. In particular, it was the song Steal the Show, which I highly recommend you download to your phone right now. Even if you haven't seen the movie yet, download the song because it is so good. It is a bop. You will continuously listen to it. I know I have. But yeah, really, really enjoyed the music. I feel like it really set the tone for the scenes because it wasn't just that song in particular. There were other scenes with the music, and I feel like it really just made everything come together. It brought everything to life. So anyways, just do yourself a favor and download the song. You'll thank me later. Okay, the last thing that I'm gonna say that I really liked about this film is that it really dealt with heavy, heavy issues. Three major themes in this film that I really love was brought to light. One of the major themes was immigration. You can clearly tell that this movie was about immigration. And I ended up reading a letter from the director himself, and he did in fact say this was very much inspired by his own story, his own upbringing. And it was very sad to read because his parents passed away during the making of this film. So his parents never really got to see the end product, but just what a beautiful way to honor his family. And he did say that this, was about immigration. And so it was nice to see that it was brought into this film in such a beautiful way, and just telling the story of how this family felt, how this character Ember felt, how she felt like she had to, give back to her family because they made such a big sacrifice for her. It was beautifully, beautifully done. The second major theme worked into this film was being a biracial couple. You can clearly tell that this is one of the themes that they wanted to work into the film, and it was very beautifully done, very beautifully done. And just throughout the film, Wade and Ember are being told that they don't belong together, they're different from one another, especially Ember's parents. They're of the mindset that no, you need to be with somebody who's like you. And it just proves that love conquers all. They love each other so much, and even though they're different, that's okay. That's what makes them so beautiful together. And it's just a beautiful reminder of our own world, our everyday life. Yes, we're watching a film and we're being transported, but I think it's important to walk out of that film and really sit with the message. And that actually brings me to theme number 3, which was very apparent, which was love, but not even just love. Finding the right kind of love, healthy love. This film did a really good job of depicting a relationship that is healthy. Two individuals that support each other, that love each other, that push each other, but push each other in a way that makes them change and evolve for the better. I think that is really important. I think it's also really beautiful how love was really portrayed both ways. I think a lot of films back in the day, it seems very one-sided in terms of the love. Usually it's, the princess fawning over the prince, but this film did a really good job of showing that she was in love, but he was in love also. It was just very refreshing to see a story where both parties are very in love with each other, and we get to see the evolution of their relationship, which sometimes is also missing. We don't necessarily get to see all the steps, how they got from, point A to point Z. So it was very beautiful, very refreshing to see it. This kind of brings me to something really funny, which is that I definitely predicted this film. So I guess that will be the one con of this whole entire thing, is that I very much predicted this. And I will say that I predicted how this film was going to play out without even really knowing much. I'm going to show you all in a second my reaction to the teaser trailer. And keep in mind, it's the teaser trailer, so really nothing is being given away in the teaser trailer. But I predicted that this was going to be a love story, and I predicted that they were going to have to face something together, which I don't think I was wrong. Granted, maybe I'm not the only one who predicted this story, but I was pretty right on the money. So let's go ahead and just listen. I think Ember and Wade are going to be like partners. I think they're going to fall for each other. I think it's going to be like a love story, which I didn't initially think. I thought they were going to be like buddies teaming up to like fight something, or, you know, I don't know, just like, yeah, I guess fight something is like kind of where my thoughts initially went. So as you can see, I was very on the money. So that's maybe my only complaint. As I said previously, that's probably my only complaint, is that it is very predictable. We kind of knew where it was going, but I liked that it was predictable. In this instance, I kind of really liked that it was predictable. Although what they were striving to do together, like, you know, the big conflict problem, that wasn't predictable. To me, at least. So it's like there was still some element of surprise, a twist, if you will. But the whole falling in love with each other and going on a mission, essentially, I predicted that. Yeah. Well, I'm going to wrap up my video right here. Thank you, friends, for watching this review, and I really do hope that you get a chance to go out and see Elemental, because it is such a fabulous film. I know you're going to love it. As always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.